Hey guys, Melanie here. Just letting you know this is a tutorial we'll be doing today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Hey everybody, so today's tutorial is on eyebrows. This is a beginner tutorial for those of you who don't exactly know what you're doing. So the first thing we're going to learn is where your eyebrows should begin and where they should end. So I have this Anastasia brush. This is 7B. On one end it has a spoolie, and on the other end it has an angle brush. And you don't necessarily have to have this, but I do recommend having a spoolie and having an angle brush. So in order to find the beginning of your eyebrow, you're going to take your brush right here on your nose and straight up will determine where your eyebrows should begin. So now we're going to find out where your arch should be. With your head straight ahead, you're going to put your brush in the same spot on your nose, right across your pupil. And right there you see where my arch should be. And then where your eyebrows should end. Not everyone's going to be the same, but you put your brush right back at the same position, right to the corner of your eye. And right there is the end of my brow. So those are just some tips to help you get started. Your eyebrows will not automatically begin and end there because some people have overplucked or their salon has waxed them out of place. So just kind of go with the flow, and you can go back and adjust your eyebrows as needed and try to let them grow in if they're too thin. But that's what we have eyebrow pomade and eyeshadow and different things, different products for. So the first thing you're going to do is spool your eyebrows up. This kind of brushes them into place and prepares them for where you're going to put your products. And as you can see, my eyebrows are a little sparse. That's due to over plucking several years ago. So the first product we're going to use on this eye, we're going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is brow pomade. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite go-to product. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is take your angle brush and you're going to dip it in the pomade. Get a little bit on your brush, and if you have too much, which I do because you can see it there, just take it on your hand and thin it out, or you can use it inside of the lid or whatever you need to. Okay, and then we're going to start at the bottom and we're just going to outline where you want your brow to be. This is the bottom. And again, you can measure if you need to. And it's hard looking into the camera telling you what to do. Now we're going to do the top of the brow. And don't worry about if you get out of line. We're going to take some concealer and go back and fix it. Again, there's my arch. There's the beginning. And there's the end of my brow. So just take your time. Pause this if you need to. Work on it. It definitely will take practice. Getting used to this. And then you can brush them out a little bit more to see if you have enough product. Okay, then we're going to go back, get a little bit more pomade. And we're going to fill in some of these places, kind of do it really lightly. And again, we'll fix this in a little bit. I always just fill mine in a little bit and then go back and brush that out. Now you can see where I have not enough product, so go back and just fill that in a little bit. And then we'll go back and fix the stuff with concealer. And if you want to try to make them a little bit more even, you can take your angle brush, kind of push it here. That will kind of help you with a guide. Okay, so now we're going to take a little concealer and start down here and work your way up. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in the color light medium, as you can see that. And I'm using a little point tip brush. You may want to get a different color if this doesn't match your skin, but I like this color because I kind of have an olive complexion. And then I will get a little bit more, and then we're going to do the top. And like I said, if you're a little bit more fair complected, you may want to get a lighter color. You know, most people ask, what do people use to outline their eyebrows? Definitely grab some Shape Tape if you don't have it. It's a good investment. I use it for a little bit of everything. Redness on my face. If you have any blemishes, it's great for that. And if you need to, step back and take a look at your brow just to see what it looks like. A little bit far away, because sometimes when you're up close looking at it forever, it starts to look not so great. So once I blend this out and put my foundation on, it will all match. But there's first brow, and that's using Anastasia brow pomade. Now look at the difference. Eyebrow, no eyebrow. Eyebrow, no eyebrow. Okay, now next what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of eyeshadow just to show you a little bit of a different technique. Sometimes you don't always have pomade, and I know pomades can dry out quick, but I'm using my Tarte and Bloom palette because it's my favorite and I love Tarte. We are going in with color, I'm going in with color, here, I don't know if you can see it, Activist. It kind of matches my brow. It's a little bit darker than the pomade that I use. It matches my eyebrow color a little bit better. So again, just if you need to, grab that measurement. You can put a dot. You can go here and put a dot. And if you need to, go here. Put a little line, put a dot, whatever you need to. And that will kind of give you an idea of where your brows need to go. So, again, start at the bottom, work your way around, get a little bit more product, work your way around. And again, want it to end right about there. Okay, then we're gonna go back, go to the top, kind of brush it on. Now, this is a great tutorial for beginners if you don't really know what you're doing. Okay, and like I said, if you need to, go back, just give yourself a little line. Kind of helps you know where you want your eyebrow to go, and you can always feather that out. That, now go back and just kind of fill it in. And just remember, your eyebrows are sisters and not twins. So it's possible that they won't be identical. Kind of work with your brow, play with it a little bit until you figure out exactly how you like it. This is one of those things where everybody's different, but same concept. Again, start filling it in, and don't worry about that, you can go back and fix it with some concealer or your finger, whatever you want to do. So there, I'll go back and line them up in a few minutes, but this is just to give you an idea of the look of pomade versus eyeshadow. And one's a little bit darker here. If you want it faded out, take your spoolie, go back and brush it a little bit. Now you can get your brush and your concealer and start cleaning this brow up. Okay, so now I have my concealer. I'm gonna clean it up. Blend it out. You can use a bigger brush a little bit, but that's just to get your shape. Again, up at the top. Some people like to use an angle brush. I really don't have a preference because I have a pretty steady hand. So you may want to grab a different brush. Angle brush just depends on whatever you feel comfortable with. And define your brow. And then blend it out. Use your finger. You can get a wet sponge. Just do whatever you like. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And also, I will try to put the products that I use right below as I'm using them. So go ahead and feel free to check it out. Great, thanks for watching. Bye.